Boo! I hope I didn't scare all 10,000 of you. Welcome. Today, I'll be answering your most dire questions so you can learn more about your coach key. Let's get going. Very first question is from Tway. I always get one tapped and it feels like I can't do anything about it. Is there any mistake on my part or are other enemies just better? Excellent question. I actually get this question asked a lot, and I feel like there's a little bit of shock value that comes with this. I always get one tapped. Whenever you get one tapped, it's like, how the heck did this happen? This person just destroyed me. And I think this is because the enemy is more prepared. You were too predictable. So they knew exactly how you were going to swing, and you weren't as prepared to take the fight. So you peeked without any abilities, or you didn't slice the pie, and then all of a sudden, there's a play on your screen, and then you just get laid out. I think it's very hard to get this feeling of one tapped without this preparedness and balance. So my tip for you is think how you can most prepare yourself for that next fight. Think of the space you're pushing, think of the enemy you're fighting. If you want to get that extra level, think of how they've played it in the past. The next one's from Card, and I'm reading this: attacking smoke positions for every site on... Buddy, this isn't a question. You just want me to show you smoke positions. I'm not going to do... And here's the first one, and here's the second one. Favorite non-Valorant game music artist? I like how we specify non-Valorant. Okay, if I had to choose one that's like non-typical, it would be Pink Panthers. Number 2 on the Kanye West graduation album. Let's get it, baby. And I wonder if you know. Next question, what are you pushing for Radiant? 100k subs. 100k subs I'll push for Radiant. Next up, when do you actually use dead zoning in game? Great question. You really don't. Maybe like the first shot, but beyond that, I mostly use it to train very difficult movement. All right, dead zoning is actually really hard to do, but once you get it down, it's muscle memory. It's very natural. So when you go into actual fights and you don't have to dead zone, it's a lot more clean. The only time you really use dead zone is when you're pre-aiming a spot, you know exactly where they are, and you know that they're holding you, so you can just place your crosshair exactly there. Peek, bop, unpeek. Very quick, very clean. Very rare though. Next one, Nija. It's a fun name. Why are silver players low-key 10s? Well, it's gotta be because you overestimate your enemies and underestimate yourself. Or because you actually are 10s. Next question. Did you watch a presidential debate? Phantom versus Vandal? Well, I've watched a few of these presidential speeches. It looks like they're definitely using rifles. Not sure if it was a Phantom or Vandal though. Coming up, we got Nazer. I watched a lot of my own VODs because I know that's a really good way to improve. But now most of the times, even if I watch over, I can't see any mistakes when they're just bad crosshair placement, which doesn't make sense because I'm a silver player. So how do I know if I'm doing wrong or if I don't have enough experience to see it? I mean, this is a very interesting one. VOD reviews are an incredible tool to self-evaluate. But the important thing is that you're not evaluating yourself. You're trying to view yourself as like a third party. This is because so many people have bias when it comes to watching themselves. They know their thought process. So they're like, oh, well, I peaked this because my teammate was peaking this and because they were doing this and that. And then they just start talking about what they've already done. When it's always about what else could you have done? What could you have added to the equation? What things might you have missed? And maybe that's the issue here, because I'm seeing what I'm doing wrong. Maybe it's just what could you be doing better? What could you have tried? What haven't you tried before? Oh, what a coincidence. Next question is from Kodo. It says, what is your cat's name and why is it me? My cat's name is me because I am a pussy and no one is a better pussy than me. That's why I'm very excited for us to hit the Ko-Fi goal so I can show you guys how much of a pussy I am to play that horror game. Oh god. Next up, we got a question from Mish. First of all, shout out Mish. Worked on some of my favorite videos on this channel. Absolute legend. They asked, the Bloom and Everween bundle has consumed my wallet. So what skin line should they release next to add into my girly pop collection? Prefer answer with a sketch of your own. Alright, let me draw something up. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. We add an entire collection, and it's not just one gun, two guns, a little knife here and there. What is that garbage? Alright, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add every single gun in the collection, and we're gonna make them all 50% opacity. That way you never miss an enemy again. We don't have this argument about left hand versus right hand. And my god, just look how clean that looks. It looks just like me. As a slightly translucent coach, I approve. Quick shout out to all the subs for submitting these questions. If you want to join in on the fun, come check out the Ko-Fi. We got a bunch of benefits in here. Here's that horror game that I pray to God I never have to play. And then here's other tiers we have available. I also wanted to ask in our general chat, let's see if we can speedrun these. Purple, Rocket League, red-handed, you're only. Boaster my goat. Oh boy. How long do we have for this video? Oh, this is a good question. Okay, I really like Fade, Character wise, love her character design. Gameplay wise, I think Yoru is the most fun. Goofiest is definitely Sky. I don't know what they were thinking with that agent. And then finally, Reyna's when they're on the opposite team, because my god, are those players so predictable. Is Silk's Unreal? If it was, I'd be playing it right now. What do you do in your daily life apart from playing Valo? I work Fridays to Tuesdays at a social media company. If I said which one, everyone would unsubscribe right now, and I just hit 10k. Favorite crosshair? Ooh, it's got to be the dot or small plus. Two very solid crosshairs. I have a dog. It's kind of like a rat terrier chihuahua looking thing. Throw a picture up on screen. This is from Hambilk. They ask, are you doing this full time? Actually, no. This is more of a hobby for me. Would love for it to go full time. Just coach people from around the world as I travel. That's the ultimate goal. This is from Mr. Boss. Hope the ISO is looking well. I wanted something new. I was getting really bored with Valorant, to be honest, and I wanted to learn. I'm a big learner. I love learning different things. One way I saw to learn was to coach and help other people. There's a lot of teams out there that were looking for coaches completely for free, of course. There are a lot of teams out there just need coaches. They don't care who it is. It could be like Bronze 3 and they're like, yes, please, teach our Ascendant team. And that's how I first got started. This is from Gremlin. If you ever reach the skill level necessary, would you consider going pro? My goodness, I would never put that mental strain on myself. I remember a year or two ago, I really wanted to go pro and I was like, oh my gosh, like I can do this. But then the time commitment gets really insane. The payoff is very little. The competitive space is very fun though. It's very inviting and it makes the game very healthily addictive, I think. But to answer your question, no. And from Beekeeper, they had 5 different questions. Oh my goodness. Can you rap? I'm not a rapper. Catch me in the day, I'm a yapper. Catch me at night, I'm a napper. All day, all night, I'm on the crapper. Shouldn't have ate that, goes papper. How into the lore are you? Do you have a favorite tidbit? I really like Fade's character design. I'll repeat this again. They actually have like a whole article talking about it. I think the lore behind how she came to be was really cool. Stuff like the tattoos that she has on her hand and the wraps, and even like her old design. What color is your hair? Will you dye it pink if you hit 20k subs by New Year's? Man, dyeing my hair, am I already that type of YouTuber? Jesus Christ. Oh my god, it's for the brand. It's for the brand. I don't even do face cam. Like, what's the point of this? 100k, I would maybe do like the little white accents that Fade has. I really like those. What Valorant agents do you think you could beat in the fight? Literally every single one. Like, my only real competition would be Brimstone, but you know for sure that dude's back's gonna crack and he's just gonna bend over. I'm just gonna punt him across the room. So everyone's going down, to be honest. They're all schmucks. If you were to then wasn't it would thank you very you think yes very thank then was and I was very thank I think but what was. I also wanted to answer some YouTube comments, and I got a dirty mind, or the Slayerkey's hands at 036 look like massive honkers, and that slight jingle only makes it worse in the best way. And stick around to the end where we cover the role of initiator and why your entries never follow your util. Buddy, you need help. This is from Brian. They say, please fill the Woohoojin void in my heart. You're doing great so far. Well, that's very sweet, Brian. And I will do my best to help out. I know a lot of people really like those kind of videos. And if you're looking for another floating talking entity, I'm here. There's new videos coming out soon. I hope you guys enjoy them. If you guys have ideas for videos, if you really want to see something, comment some suggestions and leave likes on other ones so I can figure out what the heck you guys want. If there's something I can tell everyone wants really badly, I will 100% do it. Homester asks, as far as senties go, would you play Cypher or Deadlock? Right now, I would play Cypher. Cypher is a very versatile agent. You got that camera, you got trips, you have cages, it smokes, it's intel, it's map control. It's really, really powerful. He can be used aggressively, he can be used very passively. He's like the Omen of Sentinels is the way I look at him. But I'm not gonna lie, Deadlock's extremely underrated. And honestly, I'd love to just see more Deadlocks. Why are you so good at Dead by Daylight? I used to really like that game. You guys probably don't know this, but Coach has played a lot of different games. Grenix asks, I like the RuneScape profile picture. Do you play any instruments? I have played a lot of instruments, trumpet, flute, recorder, guitar, but right now I'm enjoying piano. I like music a lot. In fact, the music you hear right now is me playing. I know I suck, but I enjoy learning, and that's all that matters to me. This is from Ulrich. Why is the ghost so stacked? God, guys, please. They are arms. Anyways, boos, I know you're probably wondering, now that you hit 10k subs, what is next for the channel? I don't know. I guess what's really next for the channel and where my mind's really at is where can I help the most? So I'm thinking of updating the 30-day rank up routine, but this is also where I just ask you, where do you need help the most? Hope you're enjoying the videos. If not, what the heck are you doing here? You leave. Anyways, see you boys in the next one.